And the sciatica hit your ass like a piece of glass. That's my day. That's my day. When it hurts so bad you can barely see. That's my day. Anyway, I have the sciatica, the major sciatica attack, which has put me in this condition of barely being able to function and walk. But you know what I am? I'm a fighter. Like my idol is Trump, fighter and a counterpuncher. Although I'm alone, so I have no one to counterpunch against but myself. And I will counterpunch against me. Let's see. The Iceman cometh. Yes, this is what date is this? I think it's in the 20, I think it's the 23rd. Yes, 23rd. And the legions of Icemen of the ice have been released to take care of the invaders. Yes, the criminal invaders who invaded every major blue city, which I happen to be in, for I am working behind enemy lines. Yes, enemy lines, but yet I'm safe, for I am not in my house or in a subway filled with psychotic murderers. Many liberals say, oh no, it's demographics, crime rate is down. Every major city has psychotic murderers and a certain amount of people being attacked by crazed machete wielding people. No, 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 my liberal friends. That is a product of your liberal policies. They've released this pawn of Satan into our very in place. Yes, I tell you, drones, but yet, well, legions of the unkept and unwed and undone ravage the city. Real criminals, imports, mind you, our citizens are being uh, inundated by rules like drones may soon enforce trash rules. Isn't that nice? If you're middle class, working class, and you follow the rules somewhat, you'll be fined for litter bugging. While if you're pooping in the street because you're a psycho job, you will not be enforced at all. In fact, you'll be saluted, and your poopy will be saluted. Let's see, round up and way. Yes, right now, Mr. Trump has declared war on all that Biden represented and the hordes of the criminals that are in this city and this state and this nation right as we speak. I'm not talking about all illegals. I'm talking about the illegals we need to be dealt with. And let's face it, if they're illegal, the very word, illegal, not undocumented, not migrant. No, no, no. You word butchering, hair splitting, semantic bastards. We will not be dominated by the semantic bastards. No, yes, Adams makes nice with ice. Our mayor, who has problems of his own, may go to jail, but he is negotiating in his corrupt way to not go to jail, maybe being pardoned by Mr. Trump. In exchange for these favors, he will let ICE do its job and clean up somewhat the streets of New York from the riffraff, the evil ones, the Venezuelan mafia. Guns, please help us, Donald. Queens, which is inundated with the criminals from Venezuela, as well as from parts all over the world. Let's ask for help. I don't mean white queens, I mean all queenies. Well, they're not referred to as queenies. They're the people from Queens, black, white, and other. And they are honest citizens whose very streets have been turned into dens of iniquity. Now you may say, Mr. Gottschalk, you may mispronounce my name that way. You may say, is it your prudishness? Am I against prostitution? Am I against prostitutes? You don't see me against anybody right now, do you? Let me tell you something. Prostitutes serve their purpose in society. Well, yes, less people who need prostitutes. But we can't have the streets of Queens dirtied by baddie bad prostitutes. When I say baddie bad, I mean baddie bad. Ah, Joe's a murderer, a psychotic murderer, who I believe killed the mother of his child and the mother, and maybe his mother and a few other people, because the man, I didn't read the article. I would get too upset that Mr. Biden, in his merciful way, gave that man a pardon, or at least not a life sentence. Murderous bastard. Joe Biden, who is and will always be the most corrupt president and most low-life president we ever had, and that is barring none. Mr. Nixon has a little halo over his head, and Joe is become the biggest loser. A nice man, a good man who should have a halo over his head, Mr. Jimmy Carter, is no longer the biggest loser or the most unluckiest person to become president. No, that honor belongs to Joe Biden, Joseph Biden. Phones tied to hiccups. I first misread that and thought cell phones would cause people to hiccup. No, it's some various psychotic, neurotic tendencies that the young people have, the Zers, that our generation didn't have. Oh, we had our problems, mind you, but they didn't come from a phone. They came from our own psyches. This is their psyches mixed with a phone. It exaggerates things and makes things that may not happen. There's not enough interaction with others. Look at me. I'm interacting with a screen. It's not fair, I tell you. Not fair! Oh, our governor, and I use the term loosely, a little dictator who runs a city, wants to drown us in regulation, at the same time, um, indulge our wokeism. What days my frozen-faced friend are over. There's a new sheriff in town, and our new sheriff also has released all the political prisoners from January 6th. We'll be ready for street fights and Antifa, Black Lives Matter, if that comes to that. Ready to lead in the civil war that might happen if politically correct rise, so will the right wing rise, and we'll have a battle royale. Oh yes. Lesson. Oh, another thing, our governor doesn't want them to use the word attack because it would just have stigma attached to it. Of course, it has a stigma attached to it. It should have a stigma attached to it. Addict is what you are, not a little substance abuse is not so good, it's not so bad, and it's you're okay. Oh, you crazy. Just because you're addicted to the Botox you put in your face, you think we all should be in. I'm not addicted to anything but my own love for myself. Ah, yes. Lesson in bigotry. Lesson in bigotry. Jews are being attacked all over the world. A rise in anti-Semitism, as never before has. It's international. And those who go on the side of Hamas, the evil, psychotic terrorist organization that has a nice name, that glorious, delicious Hamas. Hamas, stop it. Get a name more fitting to you, like baddie bad people. ISIS is a good name. A woman's name for a misogynistic organization. ISIS. Ooh, sounds scary. Hamas, you throw us off. Bishop just a liberal poem. We had some big mouth, a pesky one of those people who rebelled against the father church or daddy church or mother church, or a sort of liberal denomination of Protestants. She tried to lecture our president, and our president said she was boring. The final attack, the best attack is to undermine, and she was boring. She was saying, have mercy on us, we're scared. The transgender BLGTV, like they're not being persecuted at all. In fact, they're persecuting people by castrating children and threatening to. they may be persecuted in the future because they are the persecutors. The losers always push it too far, my friend. On January 6th, pardon, the Proud Boys ride again. Everything is a holy war against the opponents of the good. I know that I'm feeling good right now because I can walk a little and how everything's coming up roses, you see. I look all good like a man who is 65. I think I look good. God, I'm such a vain bastard. But look at this head of hair. It's a lot of hair. One missing tooth. Well, it's a Grace of Wrath situation. I have to have that tooth replaced. And then I'm going to lose weight. Then look out, women of the world. All women within the ages of 18 and 65. No one will be safe. I won't be safe. Certainly, at my physical deterioration points, I will be able to be roughed up by nearly every woman I meet. But I'm not afraid of this. In my own obnoxious way, I'm lovable. I am lovable in my obnoxious way. I'm a good guy. What can I say? Gonna turn off this machine. Yes, indeed. I'm in love with me. I'm in love with me. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed.